Technical difficulties issue fixed. Now, it's gonna be stupid here, but man, I hate how this thing, like my fucking restream chat, like always picks like the wrong. It's got the fucking wrong what you call it, stream labeled up there. Now, I'm gonna admit, I do have some tea. Now, again, we weren't opposed to tea outright. We just didn't like that they were dumping the East India Company's stock out of us and cut us out of being in the trade and harming American merchants. So, not necessarily opposed to tea, just don't be opposed to British cutting us out of it. Is this music even coming through at all? Some minor music in the background. I should go to my own channel and fucking let's see here. You. 4th of July. July. America. Independence Day. Wow, that wasn't even typing. Independence Day. You have a total war in there too. Was there an Empire 2 Total War? I'm not sure. Whatever, we're live. And going at it. I didn't get as much sleep as I should have last night, and then I decided to drive on the other side of Houston and participate in a local parade, where I, again, ran into a separate person who is not my constituent for the second, who is not my representative for the second fucking time. I don't know how to explain it. I kept on telling him, hey, give my regards to Congressman X, who is actually my representative. He had to immediately go and fly off to, I don't know what he's doing. He already had to immediately fly back to the airport. So I just found this in the background. 4th of July, patriotic fireworks and such. Good today, be alive. I always distinctly remember, wow. My head's getting cut off. Always give that extra vertical room in the box. I always distinctly remember when discussing, when I went to a Jesuit college prep school, just so you know, because my mom wanted the best for me, and she knew I was too much of a little bitch to survive public high school in the city I lived in. I would have been eaten alive by, because like she sent my sister to public high school, so I don't know what you want to make of that. She's definitely not like misogynistic or any way, or like have lower expectations. She just thought that's what I needed, and my sister wouldn't suffer from going to public school. But after 2 years into that, she was like, no, I gotta send you to a private school, because every day she's coming home talking about another fight that broke out in that high school. But when I was there, we have a theology course to take, of course. I did not intend that for it to rhyme. And so at some point, senior year, we're having, I forget where this topic was brought up, but we were learning Catholic social teaching, or leading up to it. So we have to examine philosophy, different types of philosophy. We touched on Immanuel Kant, or Kant, I think is how you're supposed to pronounce it. And also talk on Darwinism. There are other philosophical traditions we touched on. Eventually we get to Catholic social teaching. I don't remember where the context of this was brought up, but it was brought up like, are we better off not as Canada? Back then I was far less, I was far more critical of America. I was a Daily Show watching, say, Young Liberal at that point. I wasn't like full, absolutely libtarded socialist in any way. But even then, I was like, they've got some points. They've got universal health care and stuff. And they got their like formal independence and self-rule from Britain without a war for independence. So you always had this weird feeling about it. But now, a decade on from that, past a decade on from that class, I'm like, yeah, no, I am glad we broke away violently and created the country we do. We have the Bill of fucking Rights. We're actually a decent unified nation, unlike Canada, which has more barriers to internal trade, such that each province is, each province trades more directly with the United States than it does with itself, than with the rest of Canada, I should say. Looking at Britain and the absolute sorry state it's in, from the grooming gang scandals to their economic immiseration, to the totalitarianism, like lack of any rights, strong constitutional protections, no gun laws. Even back when I was like a Daily Show watching lib, I was definitely still a pro Second Amendment kind of guy. It always pained me when Jon Stewart would advocate gun control and stuff, and it's just like, no, you got it wrong. But yeah, looking at how the rest of the world is right now, man, I am glad to be fucking American. Glad to be in America, glad to live in the land of the free and the home of the brave. We ain't a perfect country, but we're better than most. Better than a lot. I'd rather be better. I'd never want to be born anything other than American. So, glad to be here. Glad to spell it right there on this day. And how I ended up at that parade, man, just like on my personal Instagram account. I have now an Instagram account for myself. For my account, for my VTuber personality. I'm posting, taking YouTube shorts I make and making them into reels. Posting, when I go to conventions. I need to do something for when I was at Tokyo X, but man, that convention was a bit underwhelming. Anime Matsuri next weekend. I'll be there. I gotta show up in cosplay. I need to get all the stuff for my Leon Kennedy cosplay dry cleaned. In any case, on my personal Instagram account, I met a fellow veteran. He was like Coast Guard turned, I don't know, Spec Ops or Army or something. And now he's just like, I don't know, police officer and like, you know, local community head or something in his neck of Houston area. So they have a big parade up in that side of town, and I know he's promoting stuff on on Instagram, and I DM'd him, just, hey, can I come up and help? So I did, helped with their float, handing out. I ended up handing out these little foam baseballs to kids that were part of the congressperson's campaign team, that were branded with the congressman's campaign team, and passing out flags and stuff, and that was it. We just got to the end, and. Everyone broke off to go with their families, and I tried to find a place to get a burger. It was underwhelming where I went. Don't know what I'm going to do for the evening. Maybe I'll go to Five Guys and actually get a decent burger. The place I went to was sad. Should have found a better place. So I was thinking, all right, what is a dumb fucking meme game I could play for... I could play that is America 4th of July themed. And I ultimately just defaulted like, all right, I'm going to like struggle with this one, but I'm going to break out. It was on sale for cheap for like $6 now. Total War Empire from the Total War franchise, probably back when the franchise was a bit better. Hold up, I should close my door and get out of the background noise. Give me a second. And I'm gonna turn off the AC. Light in this room. I need to like get better soundproofing in this room. Then again, I am about to actually try and get the fuck out of this apartment. Like, I've been having a terminal problem with fucking fleas. I don't know why, they just keep coming back. If you're ever looking for an apartment, always remember, carpeted floors will be the bane of your existence. So, find one that does not have that. I don't know if it's super echoey in the background, unfortunately. Just looking at my plugin for audio manipulation. Log scale automated frequencies. All right, the AC finally cut off, but can you hear the fan? Turn it down one extra setting. Hopefully you can't hear anything now. So yeah, I thought, American Independence Day, what's a video game that covers it? Oh yeah, you understand me, Fezley. Ojito. So yeah, I'm looking at other places, and also I initially signed up for rent at $10.75 a month, and now that my lease is coming up, that's not available anymore. Rent has gone up apparently. So I'm looking. All right, I gotta find a new place and move out before the middle of August. So next week I'm probably gonna like just completely put off working out to go actually look at places. I gotta remember to actually like leave work at a decent fucking time. And I'm doing studying on the side. But usually I like stop work at 1600, 4 in the afternoon, then study for an hour. So by 1700, but then most places are probably closed. I probably just need to like actually just do it to the day, and I don't know, not burn some paid time off, but just make up the work in the afternoon and just not do. Then again, I am expected to be from 9 to 3. I'm expected to be in the office. So I guess I should be a hard rule that after 3 I leave and go apartment hunting. So Probably like this Sunday, I should like, you know, stack up some appointments throughout the week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, not Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and not Thursday, because that's when I'm gonna go up and actually get my 4-day badge for Anime Matsuri. I actually need to fucking try on this Lloyd Forger, aka Twilight cosplay that I did. Getting off topic about 4th of July stuff, I came up with them in my head with like a more clear geopolitical background for the world of Spy X Family, or Spy Family, I think. Because it's kind of a bit of a dearth, even though it's obvious that Weststalis is like West Germany and Ostania is East Germany. And like they're supposed to be coded, Ostania is supposed to be like sort of like socialistic, communist coded. With like their secret service and stuff, the secret police that Yuri is in. But then they have a Eating College. One, it's a private school. It's a private school. Like that wouldn't exist in like a full-on commie country. I don't know. Grok, can you give me examples of privately operated and funded, primary through high school education in communist countries? Maybe they exist in modern day Vietnam because the Communist Party just doesn't give a shit anymore about trying to be communist, other than just keeping themselves in power. But yeah, I can't think of private schools existing in East Germany, communist East Germany. But I turned the entire background into a whole World War I Kaiser Boo wank, where Ostania is a Germany that wins World War I, then massively loses World War II, such that they lose all of in my head, there's Ostania, which owns all the territory that is Weststalis after World War I, but large territories to the east that we don't see. Then World War II breaks out after a lot of they suffer massive revolts towards their east, have to massively deploy all their forces out there to put down said revolts. And then the losing side of World War I, so pseudo-France and pseudo-Britain, attack the western flank of Ostania and then carve out all their western territory up to the border we see in Spy X Family, and then make a independent democratic republic, not like a communist republic, but actual full-on republic with elections out of that territory, and everyone demonstrates they have fucking nukes, so the border lines get frozen. There was an explicit scene in the show where Twilight says that he stopped a nuke from being launched, so that fits. But it's turned into this weird story where Weststalis and Ostania are not we're used to be one country, and Weststalis is the fake made up one that was just brought up out of existence. And man, I had a whole political story for internal politics for Ostania to go along with it, but I won't belabor that point here. Oh, it's the army song. No, it's oh my god, I'm gonna get cursed by the ghost of Chesty Puller. It's the Marine Corps hymn. And to keep our honor clean, we are proud to take the title of United States Marine. This is a thing that I always brought up. I don't know if you ever seen it. Let's see if I can find it. All right, let's actually turn that down a bit. Where's the fucking... God damn it. I can't find it. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter real quick. Man, I can't fucking find it. Ah, here it is. Close enough. Okay, that'll work. Yeah. President Washington, the Ottoman Empire is causing trouble in the Middle East. Shall we deploy the troops? Who gives a shit about the Middle East? Well, like immediately after our independence, we had the Barbary Wars where we were operating a makeshift ragtag fleet in the Mediterranean to combat not the Ottomans, although sort of in an indirect sense, all these pirate republics are operating out of supposedly Ottoman territory, except for Morocco, which was an independent country in and of itself. Since we were out from under British protection, they were preying on American flag vessels, and of course, the Marine Corps gets part of their history there. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Swords of Tripoli in modern-day Libya, where we fought with various Muslim pirate nations. Sort of admirable that, like, as like a fledgling nation, we were like combating these Muslim pirates. First thing out of the gate in the Mediterranean that far away. We were like able to get like deals to like with Spain or Kingdom of Two Sicilies or even British Malta to operate off of their islands with our ships. So it's not like we had to go and conquer our own territory. There are other European nations who were sympathetic to us because they were suffering the same thing as well. Eventually, this is like the reason why France colonized Algeria. First, they just conquered the coast to keep the, not allow Muslims to have a base of operations to do their goddamn piracy. I think heard somebody say that actually the southern coast of France was not as populated as it is today in this sort of like idyllic vacation place up until like the mid-1800s after France colonized Algeria. So yeah, Washington, yeah, he tried to be neutral, but immediately after this, well, we had the quasi-war with France under Adams and then the Barbary Wars, so yeah, we did go all the way and fight. Now, not in the Middle East, more in North Africa, but, you know, it's other Muslims, so it could be close enough, in all honesty, just to be, you know, a stupid American about it. I kind of do want to look through what the news is right now. The only other big news to happen is that big, beautiful bill finally went through. A giant shit sandwich, and they're probably gonna, you know, pay for it in the midterms for it because of the, I was talking with a friend about it who's like counter-signaling the Medicaid cuts, the 4 work requirements. And like I was confused about what he was tweeting about, but his ultimate point is that a lot of poor people are going to lose their Medicaid cuts, not from any will of their own, not necessarily because they're not willing to work, but the guys who will work just like can't like do the fucking paperwork. It's tedious. You have to do it every week. I remember doing this when I was unemployed and I was collecting unemployment checks. Like every week you have to submit 3 applications you put in here, here, and here, and I have to like scroll and find all their addresses. Kind of makes me wish that, you know, there should be a legal requirement that after every single application, you must respond with all the information that will be needed to file file for unemployment insurance. To include the address, because, you know, sometimes I have to end up looking up this my fucking self on websites, going to like distance websites to figure out, you know, business catalog websites to figure out, oh, what is their address? And some places I applied like multiple times over for different positions, and I get the of the brave. Oh, you probably can't hear that in the background because I got the mute volume so low. All right. So the bill passed. The most important thing was the main thing that, you know, to be concerned about was all the immigration enforcement funding that got it, because it has now been jumped up to billions of dollars, more for capacity for holding people, more ICE officers, 10,000, which you think is a lot, but it's a big jump from what we've been operating with. More, lawyers and stuff to facilitate it legalistically through the internal immigration courts we have, and other stuff like that. Like, this is the stuff that should have come with the amnesty in 1986, but didn't, and it's only because of the chaos of the Biden administration that now we're finally getting that without an amnesty deal. So it's been a sort of long time coming that we finally get immigration enforcement get the jab in the arm that it desperately needed for us to be a functioning country. The other is that, let's see here, there's a lot of people complaining that they didn't get what they want. So the Short Act and the Hearing Protection Act, which would have dropped legalized short-barreled rifles and silencers, which are treated as firearms items off it, but allowed to drop the tax to $100, which strains the rationality for those things in the first place, because in the 1930s with the National Firearms Act was upheld in the Supreme Court it's a tax. Not that it doesn't violate the Second Amendment, because it's a tax thing, not regulating guns for the sake of regulating guns. So that got dropped. So it's okay, you're dropping the tax to $100. So what? I got a feeling that the courts are just going to say, the Congress can drop a tax to $0, so long as they're saying it's still a tax and it's operating a tax in the past. This is just a simple relief and doesn't change the grounding of anything. I don't know if there's any instance in previous Supreme Court precedent where if you say a tax of $0 on something, or something is untaxed but it's still taxed, does that void it being a tax at all and void the entire the regulation in and of itself? We'll see about that. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about in the bill, but we got the immigration enforcement. That's the more important thing, whether you hate it or not. Some people are joking is now the ICE is about to become one of the biggest in police enforcement branches in the United States government at this point with that funding. It's going to have more funding than a slew or half the country's half the world's militaries, different countries' militaries, the amount of money we're throwing at it. So, and they got it. So unless they try to defund, let's say 2026 rolls around, Dems take the House, and they're uncompromising in wanting a drawdown on funding. That's the only thing I can see that going wrong. But we got a year and a half, so we'll see how much Trump can make a windfall with it. All right, let's end this. Close this extra one that I have here, and let's just fire up Empire Total War Empire, because I'm gonna probably struggle with this one. Where is it? I remember put it in window mode, otherwise it gets, oh man, what is this? Options, graphics. You're not seeing it yet. Give me a second. Go high. Can I get run in window? Oh god. Oh damn, that's as high as it can go. That max Fortunately, you can't see it. Oh, I don't even have game capture on. There we go. Oh man, I'm sorry how small that is. Honestly, I can move the game over. Or I can do that. Oh, it's not evenly sized. Let me actually like merge it like that. Nope. Ah, crap. Let's actually do this. Or wait, is it gonna like change? Center it a little bit so it's not too off. Alright, and that's the best what we're going to do right now. Vertical synchronization, hardware shadows, depth of field. There's a real pain in the ass to capture perfectly. Yeah, this is old. I remember like when Angry Joe was back in his way older days. I don't follow him much right now, but he was doing his, I still remember his absolute castigation of Total War Rome 2. And then he was going back and seeing how like lenient he was with shit. Back in 2009, he showed a video of him saying, "I love 2009," when he was whatchamacallit, when this game came out, and he probably was giving more generous with the game than he should have been. Oh god, I got ringing in my ears. Who's talking about me? Or is it your ears heat up? Is the superstition is somebody is like talking about you? All right. Wow. Oh god. Single player. All right. I'm probably gonna need to do a battle tutorial. War at sea, war on land. All right. Oh yeah, this is cut. Oh no, it does go full screen, so I should collapse this. There we go. Oh, froze the game though.
Welcome to the battle tutorial. Here you will...
Oh, fuck, god damn it. Yeah, this thing does not like me clicking on.
By selecting your cannons. Now, move your cursor over an enemy unit and right-click your mouse to order your cannons to attack.
Oh, we're gonna blow up the Spanish. I am like absolutely locked in my view right now.
The enemy, practice raising and lowering the camera by rolling the middle mouse button.
All right, there we go. Yes, thank you.
You can use the Z or X keys. Keep up the pressure by firing your cannons at the enemy militia.
Z or X keys? I am offended by this.
And eventually cause them to rout.
They're just sitting there and taking it like dumbasses. Like,
you have successfully routed an enemy unit. If you rout all enemy units from the battlefield, you will be victorious. You can use the W and S keys to move the camera.
okay, now I'm free. I'm free. God damn it.
D keys to strafe left and right. You can rotate the camera.
Yes, finally.
Holding the middle mouse button. Alternatively, you can use the Q and E keys. Try this now.
This
Select
is...
a line infantry unit by left-clicking on the unit or left-clicking the unit card on the review panel at the bottom of the screen. You can double-click here to automatically pan the camera behind the unit. Now, left-click on the Fire at Will button on the review panel at the bottom right. This unit will now automatically fire at enemy units within range of their muskets. Left-clicking this button again will cancel the order. Units are set to fire at will.
Damn, what are those caps?
While enemy troops with broken morale can return to the fray once their resolve recovers, the will of these Spanish troops has been shattered. Leave them to flee for their lives. Ah, well done. You have successfully routed the first wave of enemy units.
Huzzah.
Now right-click on the location indicated to order your unit to march there. To increase the speed of your unit's movement, click the Run button on the review panel, or double right-click when issuing a movement command.
I like how the guy actually like went around to the wagon.
If you right-click and drag, a second wave of enemies approaching. Keep your units behind this cover to give them an advantage over the enemy.
Yes, infantry. Right away, sir.
Toggle round shot. Oh boy. Do I have more? I can't touch my cavalry. God damn it. Oh god, I'm gonna get flanked. Fuck. Send in the cav. Oh wait, shit. Fire at will. Fire at will. Oh wait, is it on or off now? Alright, well, they're routing. So toggle guard mode. So if it's white, it's on, I think. So come on, let me use the fucking cav. So like I said, there's no active like using using cover like there is in Total War Rome 2, like with their various defenses, and Shogun 2 also, where you can line people up. Maybe they will have that feature in here. Maybe it's just use the use the goddamn logs. Where's their ammo? Balance of power. Just sitting here and blowing each other up. You gonna regather your courage, guys, or Alright, routing another unit. My god, come on. How about you take out the work on these guys? Shoot over your own fucking units, yeah. Let's be retarded this way and increase our chances of blue on blue here. Fuck, that reminds me, when I was up at the parade, the like local community organizer guy who I met through Instagram to, blew up my own fucking cover there. We both exchanged stories of incidents where during training exercises, live rounds ended up in the equation somehow. For him, it was he looked at his fucking mag and realized that, there's ammo on there. Meanwhile, me, when I was on the ship, we were doing a big exercise with the Filipinos north of Luzon Island, the northernmost island. And we got like reports that all of a sudden the Filipinos showed up with fucking live ammunition. Oh my god, what is this taking so long? Where's the speed up button in here? And like the Marine Colonel, because we're doing amphibious operations, hence we're working with Marines. And like his aides were coming up with like some lickety-split plan to actually make it so we can actually do the exercise. So they had our small boat, which we can launch from the ship. We had 3 of them. Have them collect all the live ammunition, then give it to us to hold on to on our boat that's meant to be for like safety in case like any of the whatchamacallit, in case any of the in case like something goes wrong with the marine amphibious craft, small boats, these little small inflatable boats, or that's all we had. And this was or the HCACs, the giant hovercrafts.
Seriously depleted the Spanish numbers.
Finally,
Click on
Jesus.
the melee attack button in the unit panel. Now mouse over an enemy unit and right-click to engage in melee. You can
Bayonets!
charge. These men will remain in melee mode whilst the button is selected. Click it again to disable melee mode and have your men fire on the enemy when next ordered to attack.
Actually, wait. You hold back here. Get 'em! I remember watching a Lindy Beige episode. Lindy Beige is this, fun YouTube historian kind of guy. He does very long-form videos.
Your general has joined your ranks.
Oh, finally.
Use him wisely and keep him protected. His presence in battle will strengthen the morale of nearby units. Use
All right.
the commands you've just learned to rout the rest of the Spanish army.
Charge in! Oh. Oh. Oh, I am abusing my general here. Remember, generals are glass cannons. Don't fucking use them lightly. Then again, maybe, this guy's a particularly overzealous general who thinks himself like a noble knight on horseback. It's like, geez, yeah, oh yeah. My general, I fucked up bad. My general's about to eat it. I totally misused my general there. Oh yeah, so that was a mistake. Turn right, what is this? Oh, finally! I have this ability now. Meanwhile, I'm getting fucking ripped up by this house. I can't move these guys. I guess they're not really... Toggle melee mode. Halt selected units. Oh god, they're running. Shit. Alright, go at it. Charge! Fuck! And my general completely collapsed. Alright, well, this went... I was way too aggressive. God damn, close defeat. Shit. Let's actually try that again and not be stupid. God.
Welcome to the battle tutorial. Here you will learn the basics of commanding your armies on the battlefield. You are controlling the British army, camped in and around this farm.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, this... Actually, well, let's try it again and actually keep him around. Damn, what is with this spear that this guy's got?
Welcome to the battle tutorial. Here you will learn the basics of commanding your armies on the battlefield. You are controlling the British army. Camped in and around this farm are your Spanish enemies. Your task is to rout the Spanish army from the battlefield. Let's stop. Now, move your cursor over an enemy unit and right-click your mouse to order your cannons to attack. Whilst you're shelling the enemy, practice raising and lowering the camera.
All right,
by
done.
The middle mouse button. Alternatively, you can use the Z or X key.
I should also change when I'm at on.
The pressure by
So the game completely halt. I need to go to Twitch and actually change what game I'm on. Just noticing that. All right, Total or Empire. Empire Total War. There's 2 viewers playing this game. I do nothing to help myself.
You can use the
All right, pick up where we started.
to move the camera.
Let me rotate the fucking screen. God damn it!
A and D. You can rotate the camera by clicking and holding the middle mouse button. Alternatively, you can use the Q and E keys. Try this now.
In Rome 2, I can like canter the
Left-clicking the unit card on the review panel at the bottom of the screen. You can double-click here to automatically pan the camera behind the unit. Now, left-click on this unit will now automatically fire at enemy units within range of their muskets. Left-clicking this button again will cancel the order.
All right, they're running.
Troops with broken morale can return to the fray once their resolve recovers. The will of these Spanish troops has been shattered.
Oh, well, there goes our cover.
Well done. You have successfully routed the first wave of enemy units. Now right-click on the location indicated to order your unit to march there.
No.
To increase the speed of your unit's movement, click the run button on the review.
No.
Or double right-click when issuing a movement command. If you right-click and drag at your chosen destination, you can determine the depth and orientation.
Oh, good. That thing's out of the way now.
Form up in when they reach the destination. Following orders. Infantry. Yes, sir.
Oh, god damn it. It really wants me to move these people here. Yeah, following orders.
A second wave of enemies approaching. Keep your
All right,
units behind.
form up this way.
To give them an advantage over the enemy.
Here they come. I see that you have no experience with this game. Yeah, I don't either too. I have not done a black powder tactical game ever. You do play in this era in Europa Universalis 4. I don't know if you follow, Cleo, Aite, one of the new Phase Invader girls. She plays it a lot. The game starts out at like, a couple decades before, Christopher Columbus sails the ocean blue. And, but you can get up there. So we start off with just before pike and shot warfare, and then it advances forward into full-on black powder line infantry, which is what these guys are, line infantry. Yeah. But the game is way abstracted. You don't get this down into this level, unfortunately. And it looks like with EU5 coming up, they're not gonna rock the boat too much on that. It is kind of annoying just watching, rolling die and not being able to, advance in any way. All right, hold up. Reform around the log. Better. Oh, the guy's using his pistol. That's a nice detail. Oh, he's got facial hair. So is the drummer. But all the other grunts do. Maybe it's earned privilege. In the Navy and in the military more broadly, you have to have a clean-shaven face all the time. Remember, I was having disciplinary issues in my unit, where like We were like telling our first class office petty officer, like, all right, you're gonna start writing chits now, so to start bullying people, to you know, counseling chits for people showing up to muster in the morning without you know, not properly shaven. Now, honestly, I could, you know, call for it being relaxed, like saying you gotta like shave 3 times a week. You gotta shave at least 3 times a week. And at any point, the commanding officer can say, for certain events or whatever, you need to be clean shaven. One of like the bullshit like arguments they give for why you have to have a clean shaven face is because you will not be able to get a perfect seal on your gas mask. Funniest thing was playing as Spain and conquering the whole east coast of America before everyone else, so nobody could land anywhere. Yes, the colonization game in EU4 is a bit messed up. You know, I haven't read too much. I remember even David Anthony, who wrote The Horse, the Wheel, and Language, sort of like a pre-examination into the spread of Indo-European languages. He had believed in the cultural diffusion model, and there weren't, you know, mass invasions and stuff, which we now know to be wrong, and he is now joined on with the teams that are now proving that DNA is now showing that there were mass invasions or mass migrations of Indo-European peoples. But he said usually what you find in colonization is usually there's like a set anchor point, and then similar people follow through from there and spread out from there. Unlike what we have in EU4 where you're going province by province. So a more realistic system, which I haven't even heard what they're doing with colonization in EU5, would be you set up an anchor point. Oh no, don't pursue. What are you doing? Get over here. And then people start flowing from there, and then colonization spreads out that way. Now, what you should be able to do is like spread out and make claims that you don't necessarily have full actual control of. It's like in the problem of the game is like Mexico is like so overpowered, or Spanish Mexico is retardedly overpowered.
Depleted the Spanish numbers. Select one of your infantry units and click on the melee attack button. Now mouse over an enemy unit and right click to engage in melee. These men will remain
Charge in.
melee mode whilst the button is selected. Click it again to disable melee mode and have your men fire on the enemy when next ordered to attack.
So you see this in America with colonization is that people from southeast England, the more Calvinist puritanical parts, landed in New England and then started spreading west across there because we had these whole, how did that blow up? When did that happen? I guess my cannons got a little bit over themselves, and all right, reform up, guys.
Your general has joined your
Yes,
ranks.
all right, let's not abuse him like I did last time.
Use him wisely and
Yes.
keep him protected. His presence in battle will strengthen the morale of nearby units.
Oh, it respawned the house.
Use the commands you've just learned to rout the rest of the Spanish.
Wow, man, the terrain is really difficult for him, it appears. No, turn that off. Where's I going with this? And then people from the northwest of England started spreading to what would be like the middle states, starting with Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, and spreading across there into Iowa, Ohio, Indiana, Scots-Irish from like, Scottish Highlands, Northern Ireland, what is now Northern Ireland, spread into what is Greater Appalachia, on the eastern tail of Virginia, West Virginia, spreading down into the north end of Texas. And then people from the southeast of England colonized, the Tidewater area of Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware. I can't see his aura. I think keep him behind you guys since you got more mass to actually protect. Toggle melee mode. They only have melee mode. Interesting. Blow the fucking house up. What the hell? Enemy general killed. Okay. So I guess their general was holed up in the building. Alright, they're gone. Wow, that went a lot quicker when I wasn't, like, being a retard. Man, you guys suck. End battle. Alright. Heroic victory. Really? I need to hide my, get like a separate Steam account or something and like figure out how to share my games across. Alright, single player, battle tutorial, war at sea. John Paul Jones is a pirate. No loyalty does he possess. Keep it up, we'll catch the pirate and sink him along with the rest. Oh!
I am your naval battle advisor. We have had reports of French ships raiding in the Caribbean, and your ship has been dispatched to deal with them. In this tutorial, you will learn about the HUD, camera controls, ship movement, and combat. The HUD, or heads-up display, has now been revealed. You will be taught about the HUD and buttons over the course of this tutorial. Your ship is nearby and ready for you to learn how to control it.
Alright. Not that.
The circular flag above your ship is its icon. The green bars at the bottom represent the strength of your hull on each side of the ship, and the white bar at the top represents the amount of damage your sails and masts have taken. As your ship takes hits throughout a battle, these bars will go down and change color to represent the fact your ship is taking damage. The flashing part of the HUD is the review panel. This is where the cards for the ships in your navy will be displayed.
I need like a setting for like, oh, I'm generally familiar with Total War games versus completely unfamiliar with Total War games.
To select it. Good. Now you must learn how to control the camera.
I know how to control the camera.
Try moving the camera forward and back by using the W key to move forward and S key to move back.
There's a thing in Far Cry Blood Dragon where they kind of like make fun of game tutorials in the beginning. It's very tedious and annoying and purposely in your face.
Now try moving the camera left and right by using the A key to move left, and try rotating the camera left and right by you can use the V key to pan the camera up and the C key to pan the camera down. Finally, try moving the camera up and down by using the X key to move it up and the Z key to move it down.
X and Z. Z. Remember, Games Workshop, Creative Assembly
You can also use the mouse
is in
to
Britain.
move the camera around by either moving it to the edges of the screen.
Yes, finally, freedom, Jesus.
Whilst moving the mouse to drag the camera around.
I don't like how low to the ground I'm stuck. I can't, this is as high as I can get up.
Try this now. Good. Now you will learn how to move your ship. With your ship selected, right-click at the base of the marker. Your ship will now move to the first marker. You can halt your ship at any time, or can. Good.
You do not drop anchor out in deep water like that.
Good.
Now, we do that on Navy ships, is just go out to somewhere deep in the ocean and drop our anchor test to fully test out our anchoring, anchor stopping abilities. It is a dangerous operation. Like, dropping anchor is a very dangerous operation. I have seen it multiple times up front from the pilot house, and it's messy. There's paint chips flying everywhere.
With your ship selected, right-click on the enemy ship. Good. Your ship will now sail into range. Now, whilst your ship moves into range, the currently selected shot type for your ship, and the default, is round. The highlighted type is chain shot. This shot type will hit the enemy's mast. The final shot type, now highlighted, is grape shot. This is a close range. You have now learned about the various.
Wow, I'm just going through everything right now.
Experiment with them now if you want.
I missed what grape shot is for.
Your aim is to sink this enemy ship.
Prior broadside right, prior broadside left, chain shot. I think that's for disabling ships, so you can get in and take them out. Grape shot, I guess, is for like trying to chew through the personnel on it. Alright, I gotta pass by. Fire and then turn away. What are you doing? Turn the other way. Jesus. Don't full on face him. Why are you doing that? Alright. Alright, well, they're just taking it. They haven't fired on us. They have cannons. Just like, oh. I think they didn't model the water like being excluded from underneath the ships. Then again, this game was made in 2009, so I can forgive him for that. Man, this is getting close. Do we want to use chain shot?
This enemy sloop has been sunk.
Yes.
The second enemy sloop is now approaching us, and you must be ready to receive it. You can also control how your ship fires by use of the broadside buttons highlighted now. These buttons control the main battery of guns on the left and right side of the ship. They can be used to deliver a devastating punch to the enemy. Try clicking either of the broadside buttons now. Notice the orange ring running around the outside of
Yeah, it takes time to reload. Got it.
You can click on the broadside button again to fire off all the red. You can use the highlighted buttons to rotate. Use all the ways to control your ship in combat to fight the last enemy ship. Remember, you can give your ship an attack order and control how its broadsides fire at the same time if you want to.
Fuck! I'm using chain shot, not a... We got the board at some point. Getting ready. Hold up. Halt. Ready and fire. There we go. Alright, I'll just leave it to auto for the moment. Alright, let's pick up the pace. Man, that really took out their fucking mast. Damn. Is that gonna teach me about boarding at all? They got one mast left. Their aft mast. We had an aft mast. Oh. Not anymore. Oh no, it's still hanging in there by a thread. A lot of oof. Although I seem to be kind of impervious right now, so. Alright, fine. Just pick it the round shot and kill it. Let's get on with this. I'm gonna finish up this War at Sea tutorial, and then I'll republish that I am live on stream, and god damn, what is this shit show? Their morale is like super strong.
A lucky shot has demasted. Now is an... You can give your ship an order to board the enemy sloop by clicking on well done.
There we go.
Your ship will now automatically move into position and begin boarding the enemy. Boarding
I have played Total War Rome 2.
Capture enemy ships by making them surrender. This then adds that ship to your faction once the battle is over.
Yeah, but it's a fucking demasted piece of shit at this point. Demasted. finally finished my tea. All right, board. Throw the lines across. It's like out of AC3, out of AC4, AC Black Flag, Assassin's Creed. You know, if you fire like the side guns around here, the swivel puckle gun things.
The enemy sloop has surrendered. Well done, sir. This brings the naval tutorial. In this tutorial, you learned how to control the camera, how to move your ship.
All right, yeah, end battle, heroic victory, exit. Okay, let me tweet out that I am live. Let's see here. All right. Actually, wait. All right, save myself some fucking work here. Live now. Ping into the American War for Independence campaign imminently. Imminently. Yeah, I spelled that now. Campaign in Total War Empire. Are imminently. Usual links below. Let's see here. Oh, go back to myself. Where am I? Here we go. YT. And I'll just do Twitch on top of that. There's probably a way to macro this shit. I'm just not doing it properly. Post all. Alright. Nobody's gonna see that. Whatever. I'm here to have fun. Alright. Single player battle tutorials, road to independence, a grand campaign, warpath campaign, play battle. Alright, road to independence, episode 1. Jamestown Colony. Interesting, they're going all the way far back with that. Campaign difficulty, battle difficulty, I'll leave it at that. In April 1607, 3 Virginia company ships sailed into Chesapeake Bay under the command of Captain Christopher Newport. They made landfall on the southernmost peninsula in the bay, naming it Cape Henry in honor of the Prince of Wales. Life for early settlers was far from easy, even though they ruled themselves. Newport returned to England for supplies, leaving Captain John Smith and an acquitted mutineer in charge. With limited food supplies, the constant presence of disease and danger of attack in the native tribes, many of the settlers perished within a few months of reaching the New World. If the new community is to flourish, there will need to be food. There will, in the shape of farms and fisheries. A cash crop like tobacco will provide the financial viability for our colony. To those back home, England, much needed income for the settlers. Complacency, however, is dangerous. The native tribes remain a threat. All right, let's jump into episode 1. It's not Revolutionary War stuff, but what? June 17th, 1775.
Our war on British tyranny begins tonight.
What the fuck? We just talked about the Jamestown colony and now we're at Bunker Hill?
In Boston, brave men fight for the right to govern themselves. Tonight, we fight for freedom. As I bear witness to the sacrifice of this generation, I take great comfort in the memory of our forefathers. Those pioneering men who traveled to these shores seeking a new life. Like the intrepid Captain John Smith and his fellow sailors,
okay, now we're...
We too seek a new world. Not only for ourselves,
but for future generations of Americans. As I look back on their endeavors, at the unknown dangers that awaited the pioneers over every rise and behind every tree, I am reminded that I play but a small part in a much greater story.
All right. That's an interesting way to open. Holy crap, where is my camera? Where am I?
Fire!
Scaring him off. All right.
Stay behind cover, men! Orders! Yes, sir. They're
Get that.
charging again! Following orders! Steady! Right away, sir. Following orders!
All right, well, you just stay in reserves. Fight! Fight! They would not be holding flags like that. They don't. Native Americans don't do that. Do I have anything else? Oh, it's an English flag, because yeah, this is pre-Acts of Union. Nope.
Watch the trees, man.
They're gonna try and flank us somewhere.
On the right!
Yeah, just fucking fire on them. Jesus. This may be anachronistic at this point. I don't know if Middle East Coast American troops would have had Native American tribes would have had horses at this point. The Comanche definitely did at some point, like by the early 1700s or late 1600s. They were wow, okay. They had picked up the horse and were just absolutely menacing the Spanish enough that they were able to like they were actually raiding into what is now geographical Mexico at a certain point. So not sure these tribes would have been picked up horses much.
There have been hardships, irreplaceable losses. Brothers, fathers, sons lost to war, famine, and disease.
I don't know if powdered wigs were in fashion all the way back as early as the 1607.
And yet our forefathers endured, refusing to give up on the one thing they all believed in so fervently: freedom. Those brave men built a future from an inhospitable land, taming it and making it their own. But the wild land was not the only threat.
I can't think. Are there any Indian reservations in Virginia at this point?
Borders, always ready for battle. It became obvious that until borders were clearly established, peace would continue to be elusive.
I got the Mohawk. I'm not sure if that is like if that would have been standard, because the Mohawk is specific to one American tribe.
Lead the early settlers to establish Jamestown as a safe and prosperous settlement.
Who is this woman?
New world.
Is it supposed to be Queen Elizabeth?
At the time, the British government will issue various missions to perform. As you complete these missions, the wealth and security of Jamestown will improve, and your influence throughout the whole.
Well, finally we get to the overmap part of the game.
Having survived the immediate threat posed by the native tribes, your settlers have already gained valuable combat experience.
A mission has been issued, and the general consensus that the task stipulated here should be achieved for the good of the nation. Okay, I appreciate this writing. It's very like 17th century. Objective, peasant farm. Description: your first task in the New World should be the protection of Jamestown's settlement and the survival of its people by building a farm in the designated area to the west of Jamestown. The colonists will be able to produce their own food and sustain themselves in the years ahead. Supplies from England are irregular and not guaranteed. You must make Jamestown self-sufficient in order for this fragile colony to survive. Reward treasury plus 500. Man, this is...
will inform you when this building has been constructed. The number in the hourglass indicates how many turns remain before completion.
All right, one turn.
This is Jamestown, the capital of the region of Virginia. The review panel at the bottom of the screen contains a recruitment tab and a construction tab. Use the recruitment tab to this is your army. The highlighted area represents the extent to which this army can move this turn. Right-click within this area to move your army to that location.
So yeah, this is looking like Virginia. Well, there's the hard border between North Carolina and Virginia. There's the peninsula. What was the differentiation color mean? Can we explore any bit? Maryland, Powhatan Confederacy. Kinatuck Territory. And Carolinas. Unspecified.
Your armies have moved as far as they can this turn. If you have finished all the recruiting and construction you wish to do this turn, press the end turn.
Yeah, I'll do that. Building constructed. Wow, a farm. Location, the basis of all agriculture in the humble peasant laboring in the field to bring his master's crops or keep his master's animals alive. Day-to-day life of the peasant farmer has barely changed in 1,000 years. In short, hard life of abject poverty and back-breaking labor. Can expect nothing better than to work and die in the same village, tilling the same fields, his life bounded by the same horizon. Peasant farms are not terribly efficient. The landowners have little interest in anything beyond their rents and tithes. The problem for them is that peasant economies are by their very nature cash poor, and most income is in kind. And there is limit to where you can spend a goat. Historically, life for a peasant was pretty much all the same all over the world. Work, dawn to dusk. In Russia, the peasants were serfs tied to the land and property of the landowner as much as any cow or goat. In India, peasants were the caste locked into their social position by hallowed custom. The system eventually broke down in Western Europe thanks to industrialization, needing a constant supply of workers and changes in land use. Or enclosure, which is the process that was going throughout England, where landowners were like basically kicking the serfs off their land. Congratulations, you have successfully completed this mission and have reaped a well-deserved reward. May your inspired leadership endure, and may you enjoy further success, lead your people to greatness. Reward treasury plus 500. A trade has expanded in this region. This fishing village has grown into a new port. Mission issued. Is the general consensus that the task stipulated here should be achieved? Objective, fishery, reward, unlock chapter 2. Alright, fine.
There is often a choice of building types to construct.
Small cotton plantation, small tobacco plantation.
You can only follow one of these building chains. Once you
Well, it's Virginia, so we'll do tobacco.
Subsequent upgrade options will only be available from the same chain.
Guard the farm. Protect the food above everything else. That's interesting. This is something that's different from Total War Rome 2, where everything is concentrated in the cities, but across the map there's actually different buildings that you can affect. Alright. Nothing else we can do here. Colonial Militia, Jamestown Settlers Militia. What's the difference? They have slightly better accuracy, better melee attack, better morale, melee defense, whatever. Oh yeah, and this is pre-Rome too. This is back when you could just spawn units everywhere and they didn't have to be attached to a fixed army. Yes, reward on unlock chapter 2. Yes.
Oh, you have successfully built a peasant farm and local fishery in the Jamestown region. Jamestown should now grow.
Wero Wokomoko.
Time to deal with the threat from local native tribes. Your next compulsory mission
Archery targets.
is to capture the village of Werowokomoko deep into unknown territory to the northeast.
Alright, let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, they got 4 units.
Ready and waiting for orders.
Oh, wait. Oh. Alright, let's,
You have entered a unit into the recruitment queue. A message box will inform you when this unit is ready to use. The number in the hourglass indicates how many times you
All right.
currently have an active mission to recruit a unit of colonial militia in Jamestown. Now, left-click on the recruitment tab.
I did get Colonial Militia. Alright, so we're at 4. Fine, let's get
Now
one more.
Click on the colonial militia unit card to put it into the recruitment queue.
Alright. Alright, so we got one over them. Alright, let's march. We're in Maryland territory now, where England deported all their Catholics.
About greater numbers. The balance of units and the commander's ability are essential. Look at the strength ratio, weather, and reinforcement information before committing yourself.
No reinforcements.
If you're attacked, it may not be possible to avoid combat. The buttons at the bottom of this panel represent your battle options. Mouse over to see what each one does.
Alright, so continue siege, assault, auto-resolve, break siege, demand surrender. Surrender refused.
A large army or navy spread over 2 or more unit stacks may not be able to fight as a single force. A nation can field a maximum of 20 units on the battlefield at one time. In this instance, additional units arrive for battle piecemeal, joining the fray to reinforce units that have been routed or destroyed.
Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. I think you can have up to 40 units in total Rome too, so I guess that's whatever. We're gonna just assault. Once more onto the breach, lads. Once more onto the breach.
You can secretly arrange your units inside the deployment zone before
What the
battle
fuck?
commences. The enemy general will deploy his men within the opposite area. When you're ready to fight, click on the cross swords icon in the center of the screen.
How do I rearrange the order? Who's this? Virginia Colonists, 3rd Regiment of Militia. Can I make a formation? Alright, they hold formation, so.
Pressing the space bar on your keyboard after orders have been issued displays the positions your units will move to as a shadow on the battlefield. Use this as a reference when deploying your forces.
Oh my god, let me...
Courage and regimental discipline in the heat of battle is dependent on their morale, a measure of pride and self-belief in their abilities. This is boosted by training, experience.
Oh god, they have arrows.
Presence of an inspirational general. Morale is weakest when heavily out. The run button in the bottom right of the screen can be used to toggle the selected
Hold position
between running or walking. Running is useful for going somewhere in a hurry, but doing it too much will tire the men out.
Alright, come on. I should probably have my lines out a little bit thinner to get more, Oh, everyone halt. What are you doing? Wow, I need to get better control at this. What are you routing over? Get the fuck over here. Alright, they're about to rout. Actually, just hold there. I think we almost got them. They split their forces. That was their mistake.
The flashing unit banner means the morale of their troops is wavering. Before long, they'll break from combat and rout from the field. Take this opportunity to charge their ranks with cavalry or infantry with bayonets fixed. The battle is over when all troops in an army are routed or killed.
Man, what is this John Williams-esque sounding soundtrack right now? Alright, chase him down and then you're going to take a position over here. Oh man, that is some absolutely excellent unit movement. Yeah, break them. Yeah, this is tell me or not, this sounds very John Williams-esque. Like from Star Wars or from Indiana Jones. All right. No, not that. Shit, everyone should be on fire at will. God damn it.
Enemy cavalry are readying an attack on the flanks of your already engaged infantrymen.
Where?
Back or commit other troops in support.
Where? Oh, looks like they're reforming. All right, move into position. Go. No. Oh, so this is my general unit. This is the farmhouse. Where's the, another farmhouse? Is there no central village thing? Move it, man. I heard something about cavalry, but I'm not seeing that cavalry anywhere. All right, everyone. Form up. Let's move up. Charge in. Oh, they got lost. Losing slightly. All right, just hold this position up here in case they come back. Enemy general killed. Alright, turn off toggle. Reform lines. You know what? Alright, end battle. Heroic victory. Alright, that was...
Battle statistics are displayed here, along with a breakdown of the condition of each surviving unit in your army or navy. The button on the right-hand side breaks the statistics down to a per unit level.
I don't care. Move on. Next.
Following capture of a capital city, It is important to leave an adequate garrison behind to quell unrest until both the population level and any damaged buildings are fully restored. Exempting the region from tax may also be helpful in the short term. Oh, you have successfully captured the village of Wera-Wakamoko and are well on the way to reducing
Wera-Wakamoko.
The condition of victory for completing this episode is to capture the village.
British foothold North America has now captured the remaining native village far to the north. Alright, well. Well, I got tons of money, so nothing to upgrade here. So might as well just, you know, hold the repair costs and let's recruit more colonial militia. Probably a bit overkill. Alright, just keep it going.
Have been recruited. Left click to select Jamestown. Left click on the Army tab to left click on a unit card to select it. You can press and hold the control key to select multiple units.
Oh, we can't do it? Alright. We got more.
Your region capital is the central city for control of a region. Empire Total War. Troops can be stationed inside a city to provide defense in the event of an attack.
Tribal drill grounds. I can't upgrade this in any way. Alright, one more turn. Let's just go at it with extra force.
It is recommended that you upgrade farms or bring lower class taxes down. Increasing the food supply and net income of the layman, the construction of a farm will increase the growth of the population in a region. As
Where?
population grows, more towns will appear, enabling construction of a building infrastructure to further strengthen your colonial plantations provide tradable goods for shipping. This panel gives information about how a building...
I'm getting overwhelmed. Fuck all this shit. I'll figure this out later.
...with a detailed description of its function. Some buildings allow you to construct other, more advanced ones, so it's worth reading all the information here and checking...
Shut up. Alright.
Right-click to move your army. You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach his target this turn.
Whatever, next turn. Yeah. So I'm at an army outside. What is this? Enemy forces. I got way more colonial militia now. Whatever, let's fight it for the sake of having a battle. How do I pick the order of these guys in battle? File, increase rank. Where can I deploy them? Can I get up this fucking... Oh wait, we're just in it. Alright, let's handle it this way. I like that. You can just increase the rank. Everyone get in position. Everyone can fire at will. Let's go. Oh, they're trying to do flanking at us? Yeah, that'll work. You know what? Why don't you go up there and be ready to hold the line? Alright, they're engaging. gonna be like that. The fuck are you guys doing? All right, pull back. They got the down the hill slope, but can they not move in the forest or run in the forest? Is that what I'm picking up here? I got the like is that like the conquistador helmet? That's more Spanish. I think they all were similar at some things. I guess it's distinguished enough that it's not. I guess they're just trying to form up behind us like this. What is this? Are you starting to crack, guys? Man, they suffered a lot of casualties. This ain't going well for them. Man, keep it going. Winning slightly. All right, you know what? Get in there. All right, so they chased off that one unit. Man, these guys rally far more than anything that's happened in previous games. Okay, you stop shooting. Yeah, you keep chasing them. Oh my god. Fresh. Tired, exposed flank. Alright. No, you keep pursuing these guys. Where'd the other guys go? Alright, they're getting chased off the fucking map. Winning slightly. Alright, fuck it. Charge in. Run! Oh, are they about to break? Are you kidding me? Okay, never mind. Alright, stop pursuing and get up here. Man, what a shit show. Alright, they've fully routed off the street, off the seats. No, not that. Alright, come around and flank these guys. Regained your morale, gents. 7 viewers on Twitter. Hello. It is 4th of July, so I'm playing as America in Total War Empire. But right now I'm just beating the crap out of some Native Americans. Combat losing slightly. About to rout. Go! Take them on! Oh my god, they're gonna get away. End battle. Yes! Heroic victory. Oh. Oh, how heroic a victory. That was rough.
There has been an eruption of national pride in your home region following your victories on the field of battle.
Really?
Every time a battle is won, or a territory conquered, the populace become more fervent in their support of the war. This is indicated by increased happiness.
What was that sound effect at the end? That's just creepy.
All units available for recruitment in the selected town.
Oh damn, they have a significant garrison over here. Shit. I may need more troops. We're gonna continue siege, and I'm gonna recruit more fucking units since money's not an object right now. Is that my max Q at this point? Do I have a max? You currently have 4 or 7. Okay, so I can't just spam. I can't. There's a max amount of these I can have. Yeah, but you can't do any extra construction. So they're attacking. All right, let's see if we can handle this. Oh, liberty to liberty, what crimes committed in your name? Madame Roland, French revolutionary, her last words before being guillotined. Yeah, that's about right. Where are we facing? Is the war this way? I guess so. Where's the rest of them? All right. Move up. Take out one before the reinforcements arrive. Don't know where the reinforcements are coming from, but... Alright, well, overwhelm them real quick. Where are the reinforcements are out over here. Alright, they got routed real quick. Toggle group formations panel. Huh. Interesting. Now I have access to this shit. Alright, so they're still routed. The rest of their army is up in here. Is there a double line standard, single line cavalry flank attack? Where is just like a column, triple line grand battery, column infantry vanguard? You can't just group up in columns. Move it, guys. We need to be aggressive. Falling back to an earlier game that I did in Total War where being aggressive is what saved me. Oh, I like how there's a box to here, but the map is a circle, and it looks like it sees far further the square than far more of the square, or sees more of the map than what you can actually navigate in. Just burn their fucking mud huts to the ground, or log huts to the ground. They're not completely mud. Oh, look, a decent wood construction. Alright, I was being a little bit mean on that front. Alright, move in, guys. Oh, they're finally showing up in line for battle. Let's see here. Let's move up this way. Man, if they come in piecemeal like this is not going to be too much of a problem. Coming around like this. Are they tired? They're very tired. So I guess running them around is not necessarily good, but I kind of have to right now. Alright, they're routing, or they're breaking. I don't really have any units. This is what cavalry is good for, is for like breaking the charge and running down the enemies. Unfortunately, we don't have much. I remember there was like some Polish guy who saved Washington's life from at some point in the War for Independence. But man, the man really wanted to like create a cavalry corps. Because, you know, winged hussars and stuff, although Washington wasn't for it. Because at this point, black powder line infantry warfare was not doing well for cavalry. Alright, you guys run into position. Oh, they're just charging? Are they supposed to have muskets? Or, oh, they're just like armed tribesmen. They just got like Bidens. What even is this right now? What even is this battle? They're just coming at us piecemeal. And everyone's just running away. Where are the other units? Like, are there supposed to be some over here? What's going on? Are they routing too? Alright, so they've fully broken in, left the scene. What is going on here? Man, this is some broken opening episodes. Alright, you gonna come out and fight, or are you running and not gonna face us? Move. I hear the like clinking of canteens or something. Oh. Oh, you got fire will on. Combat. Oh man, that's brutal. Are there any other units after this at this point? There's supposed to be one behind us over here somewhere. Yes, over here. But they keep on just coming out piecemeal. Breaking. Alright. Alright, what? There's one more unit to piece through. Man, these units. This is not an effective game. Alright, come out to play. Why don't you? And they made it to the edge of the map and they're out. What is even going on here? Alright, one more unit and then we should win this siege. Oh. Oh, did our general break? Is that what happened? Are you kidding me? Oh, they got another unit. Oh, they got two more units. Alright, yeah, well, the way they keep breaking like this, going at it piecemeal, I think we got this under control. Combat losing slightly. Oh god, we're about to get flanked. Break them, break them. What? How are you guys breaking? Are you kidding me? What is this? Wow, I guess I might lose this one? Alright, well that unit's out. They broke. Come on, you've got armor. Use it. Nope, form up this way. What are they doing? Wheel around and take them out. Man, this is just a clusterfuck. This, They're calling falling back. Pursue. We must pursue. Now channeling Kiriati Mundi from, I don't know what fucking episode of... Oh, they got another unit coming. Alright, everyone, reform the line. They got another unit? Are you kidding me? Oh, but if they charge in, they immediately fucking break from us. Where's the other unit? Oh, they're slowly petering in. God damn it. Okay, now they're halfway across the map. Oh well. The other one, but they're broken and retreating. Man, this is just bad. This is just a bad level. They just keep on coming piecemeal from outside the bounds. Like, they should be preloaded in. I shouldn't be winning this. What? No. Form up. Oh, they pull out the sabers versus them with their shitty pitchforks. I thought they were like dual. Some of them are dual pronged, some of them are three pronged. All right. Any more units waiting? Oh, they got like one more. Armed tribesmen. Alright, form up this way and come back and join us. Wait for them to come stupidly attack us. Fire at will, hold position. Ready a volley. Can you guys like rotate position, do volley fire? You know, take a fire, move back to the previous line. Where are they going? You know, this is why you lost the entire continent to us, because you don't know how to fight, or you don't know how to do an order of battle. And they're breaking. Is there any about? They've got one more unit. Do they just keep cycling back and forth? Is that what's happening? They keep on routing out of bounds and then coming back in. This is so tedious and stupid. I hate it. How tired are you? Very tired. Concern, casualties sustained. All right. Yeah, come charging down at us again. Let's see how well this works out for you. Fire at will. And then they're running away from us. Is there another unit? Yes, there is. How many more of these are we going to chew through? before this is over. How about this? You take this building. Maybe that'll, I don't know, end the battle somehow. And they're running. And another one is coming up. I'm just gonna leave it on dual time speed. This is pointless. Is there another building I can burn down? Up here? No, that's not an active target. Or clickable thing. Another one charging in again. They walk off to the side and lose. Here we go again. Is there another one forming up in the... Yes, there is. This is so stupid. You guys have ammunition stores at all? God, this sucks. They're approaching the target now. Burn their house down and maybe they'll stop fighting. Yep, fire, fire, fire into the killing field. They do the same thing. Go left, go right. Unwilling to charge in. Go off to the left. And I'm so confused. All right, now they're charging in and all right, so they actually did something successful here. Finally. Close victory.
When attacking a fort or city, a general can demand
Continue siege.
surrender with the honors of war. If accepted, they will be allowed to leave unmolested, turning the fortifications over without a shot being
Yep,
fired.
you go this way.
As population growth is slow here,
Oh, we took the city, finally.
that you upgrade farms or bring lower class taxes down. Increasing the food supply and net income of the layman will reduce the infant mortality.
I like how they talk about this stuff, but I can't actually see any of it.
Planning your construction needs is essential to a successful empire. Buildings of education further the research and acquisition.
Alright, shut up. Thanks to your efforts, the Jamestown settlement has prospered. No longer reliant on food from England, the settlers can start amassing the wealth and expanding Britain's colonies in America. The Jamestown settlement has made a good start, but complacency is a dangerous thing. A world of success will call a nation, or the new world spreads. More people arrive from the old world. Other European nations have taken note of our success. They too are looking to the new world with a view of possible expansion of their own interests. Although vast, these American lands are not endless. Confrontation is inevitable. Okay, finally, moving on from that. Jesus.
As time went by, hostilities between the natives and settlers began to fade, and more ships carrying the hopeful arrived daily. Over the next 100 years, the population swelled, and the fight for territory began. Both the British and the French set their sights.
Alright, so the 7 Years' War.
And when the French built a line of forts across the valley, I was sent to demand the instant withdrawal of their troops.
So is this George Washington speaking?
And the British retaliated by sending an army under General Braddock to take the valley by force. I was unlucky enough to be an officer in that army. Braddock's limited knowledge of his surroundings and his refusal to listen to counsel led to his downfall. He marched us straight into a French ambush.
Shit.
Men were massacred. The cries of the wounded still haunt my dreams. This
Oh, he's gonna get scalped. Oh!
to take a closer look at the use of these warriors and their knowledge of the land would prove...
Oh yeah, so I guess these guys have proper mohawks. The hair flurled out. Fort Niagara, Algonquin territory. This is the upper corner of Pennsylvania.
In the Ohio Valley. These forts are well defended and will be difficult to take through military force alone. Perhaps the Iroquois tribe to the north will provide you with some much needed assistance.
All right. Mission issued. Form alliance. Mission has been issued is the whatever. Iroquois Confederacy, or I thought they were a federation at a certain point. Description, you have been tasked to form an alliance with the local Iroquois tribe. The skills and knowledge of their warriors will be of great benefit to you in the war against the French. Instigate negotiations by clicking the Diplomacy tab. Oh.
This panel enables you to view the state of diplomatic relations between nations. Select a nation, but now this
Open negotiations.
This option is used to broker military alliances. This allows you to call on your ally to provide assistance when at war.
Wow, that was simple enough.
Now that you have negotiated an alliance,
Objective, Fort Niagara.
You will be able to recruit native warriors to bolster your armies.
Oh, so I can get extra units. All right. Description. The British government has ordered you to capture the settlement of Fort Niagara. The fight across the rest of North America cannot continue until you have achieved this mission. The only direct route to Fort Niagara is guarded by the heavily fortified Fort Duquesnes. Although the alternate route may exist through forests in Iroquois territory, engaging in diplomacy with the Iroquois and gaining military access to the lands may provide an easier route. And so our business day is concluded. No, let's open up negotiations. All right, military access. Turns. Hopefully we can get this in 10. Do they accept? Okay. Let's see here. Request trade agreement. They agreed. Open negotiations. Military access, military access. Let's move it to just fucking indefinite. Wait, what just happened? Military access, 20 turns, 20 turns. Huh, I guess we just had to operate with what we have. Open negotiate, all right. All right, so they control Maryland. Gimped ass Maryland. And Shamokin, Pennsylvania. There's Fort Niagara, Algonquin territory. All right, looks like there's a road up this way, so.
Your Majesty.
You have far more troops, so. Rangers, skirmishers, colonial militia, skirmishers. You hold down the fort. You link up with them.
Orders. Waiting for your orders. Make ready. March. Forward. March. Forward. March.
All right. Can I upgrade here? Small tobacco plantation. Yes. I am out of money. I have no money. Ha 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 ha. Anybody recognize that meme? No, no you don't. All right. What's my income?
Forward. My lord. Make ready. March.
Food. Peasant farms. Yes.
Your Majesty.
Onward to, there we go. Let's move on here, shall we?
Victory.
Yeah, plain victory. Oh, it's George Washington commanding this. All right, deployed. Only the last 245. All right, good enough. Forward to Fort Niagara.
Units can now be recruited directly by a general in the
Can't do
field.
that, General.
Select the recruitment tab, then left-click on a unit to add it to the queue, and again to remove it. When ready, Units will walk to the appropriate general and merge with his army. Note that units can only walk directly to the general. They are not able to cross the sea to join him.
Interesting. Alright. Can't upgrade this place. Everything else is still under construction. There's Fort Duquesne. Let's see here. So we're in Ohio at this point. Where's the map? We're staring straight north. Not sure what this is. Whatever. Moving on. Objectives.
Sir.
Make ready for battle! They're trapped!
Command surrender. Surrender refused. Alright, hold the siege.
Under siege!
Let's wear them out a bit before we do anything.
Humble servant.
Oh, you, get all the way up there.
Forward! March!
This piece cannot move any further now.
Yes, I picked that up.
Units that have suffered losses in battle, or whose equipment has been superseded, can have their numbers replenished to bring them back up to full strength. To replenish,
Shipyard, local fishery.
on the replenish button on the left of the panel.
It can only handle 2 more units, so no point in recruiting anything else. Alright. Path block Godfrey Hall. Your path has been blocked by another character. Under the circumstances, it would be better to find a different route. What the f... Where?
Yes, sir.
Troops!
What is this bullshit? Let's see here. Details. So, subsistence agriculture is 200. Farming. 165. Growth this turn. Oh, they have religious statistics, so it's 40% Protestant. Why are there any Protestants in French colonial territory? You tell me. Alright.
Settlement under siege!
Turns until surrender. Sure, I don't want to do a fight if I don't have to. Battle deployment, you are defending against a fort of French attackers. Alright, form up. This is their last chance, so of course they gotta do it. This is making me think of the last of the Mohicans film starring Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh my god, let me zoom out. God damn it. Alright, if I remember this, I can't fucking... So, forward deploy the cannons as much further as possible, and... Colonials... Oh. Force these to the side. Or like this. Off to the flanks. Who's that? That's the general? Alright. General's bodyguard. Who is that? What is it? I guess it's Washington. Alright. Cavalry further on the flanks. Rangers, idle. Irregulars. Just have them like this, and also have the Rangers.
A round shot is the most widely used type of ammunition.
Have you guys go wide.
Artillery is their default ammunition type. The round shot
You guys go
button on the
wide.
right of the screen allows you to select round shot.
Move into position. Alright, and And then unlimber. Who are these? You go in as reserves. Alright, they're advancing. I'm gonna go even further afield, guys. Oh man, I completely misused you guys. Get up over here. Have you guys over here. Other cavalry units in reserve. Oh, fireworks are going off in my neighborhood. Unlimber and prepare to fire on people. I'm gonna go this way. You guys are gonna hold up. Man. Hold this flank. Oh yeah, then the this leaves something to be desired. Toggle skirmish mode. Let's have the cavalry get ready to be feisty. Do they have a skirmish mode? Yes, they do. They do not have a skirmish mode. Yo, armed citizenry, I guess, Alright, you hold this gap, please. Alright, they're holding position. You know what, you get over here. You, Yep, you do that. I'm not even on high-paced speed at this point. Alright, they're winning slightly, They're in retreat. Good. I don't know if I want to use them yet. Where's Washington? Where did I put him? That's him. Okay, never mind. You get over here. Other cavalry go up over here. Get in there and be vicious. Winning slightly. All right. Yep. Go after them. You run. These Native American musketeers. Combat and losing slightly. All right. Skirmish mode. Pull back. Turn off toggle mode. Get away. And then... where did I send my cav? How are they losing? Oh, because they're fighting against Cav. Oh well, they're routing anyway. This did not go well for the French. End battle. Huzzah!
Proud and victorious.
This is fun.
The siege is broken.
Huzzah! We won. Location: Yorktown, Virginia. What the fuck?
You have successfully captured Fort Niagara. The Ohio Valley is now firmly under British control. However, the war against the French has now escalated across the entire 13 colonies, and it's not going well for the British.
Time to take all of Canada.
You must do what you
Rightful
can to
American
help bring down
territory.
the French.
Build a fleet. Capture city. Yeah, we did. Oh, Louisburg, Arcadia. Oh. Allied, but they're red. Why?
The majority of your faction's income is generated by taxation. Click on the government button to view and adjust your current tax rate.
Okay. Policy, politics, nobility. Minus 8% to town wealth for regions in this theater. Middle class, lowest public order, Algonquin territory. Where? Over here. Alright. How many people are shacked up in here? Alright. Let's leave behind. Alright. Take all the cavalry, all the cannons, all my skirmishers, all my line infantry. Okay, maybe leave 2 line infantry behind. Nah, I'm gonna take them all. And oh god, there's another fort right there. Fuck. Capture Fort Duquesne. Got it. Yeah, hold them out. Hopefully this army doesn't straight up attack me. Shit. Repair costs. Settlement fortifications. What I got money for? I need to... No, I need to change that. Yeah, I need to dismantle it. I got overzealous there. This is getting upgraded though. Peasant farms. Fur market, yes. There's always something useful out here. Alright.
Settlement under siege.
Can you recruit? No, you can't recruit.
Settlement besieged.
Prosperity, spectacular, politics. Trade. Tobacco, goods, exports, other goods. Tobacco. I'm not gonna focus too much on this, but I gotta redo all this.
You currently have an active mission to construct a dockyard.
I'm working on
To
it.
achieve this now, left-click on the port icon to the east of Jamestown. You will have to demolish the fishery chain of buildings in order to be able to construct the dockyard chain.
Good.
Left-click on the dismantle building button.
What's the workers on strike, Algonquin territory. The people who stopped working protests the loss to high taxes. The nobility has issued a letter of protest at the current situation in the region. This is because the discontent has reached dangerous levels. Okay, fine. Politics, trade, Algonquin territory. Exempt region from tax. Town watch repression, government type 3. Okay, I guess this counteracts things. Well, things seem to be set here, so why don't I take you guys and you guys get up here and reinforce this place. It's the... +3 happiness on both levels, both strata of society, so no need to change anything here. Yeah, might as well throw it at that. This is under construction, and
Under siege, sir.
do that, and then move up and take Fort Oswego from the French. Okay, we can close this. How many turns? All right, another turn.
Ports do not just facilitate overseas trade. Upgrading to a dockyard also allows naval vessels to be built.
Yes.
Note that ships can also be ordered directly from fleets if commanded by an admiral.
Oh, they took it. All right.
There are currently no troops stationed at this fort. As things stand, it could easily be occupied by an enemy. Build forts in strategic positions near the borders of your regions. They can significantly hinder the advance of your enemies.
Replenish units. Okay, I can spend money to just replenish units. All right, wait a turn, and then we'll attack Fort Oswego. We're still just waiting on. Still waiting on this to be completed. All right, shut up. Next turn.
Useful natural resources are present in most regions. Exploiting them increases the income available through trade.
Brig, sloop. Sloop of war is usually ketch rigged with 2 masts. These small vessels handle well in restricted waters. Restricted waters being a term for being close to within 2 nautical miles of shoal water, i.e. water shallow enough that you can run into it, not necessarily bare land. Brig, a brig is lightly armed, small 2-masted sailing ship, much prized. Oh, I'm out of money, so there. All right, army. A sans you. Wait. Cannot recruit a general at this time. Oh, they're still replenishing? Alright, fine, we'll give it another turn. Next turn, I'm going to move and take the fort, because I don't like that those guys are right next to us.
Your nation is currently a constitutional monarchy. This means the monarch's personal power is kept in check by a parliament of elected officials.
Okay.
The government are all members of a political party. If they lose an election, they will be replaced by elected members of an opposing party.
Yes.
Ministers can also be fired and replaced if it is felt they are not performing adequately.
Alright. Yeah, but this is like the Georgian era of English politics where the kings were
Wilds of Russia had a monopoly on the first
just figureheads.
But now, other nations have an opportunity to cash in due to their colonial possessions in the New World. Hunting and trade with the native population have produced a regular supply of animal pelts for shipping to other continents.
Alright. Okay, we're actually fully sustained, so Control A, but we'll leave you behind and you behind since you don't have veterancy. The rest.
Waiting for your siege.
Continue siege. Meanwhile, our naval recruitment proceeds apace. What already exists? Alright, Navy. So we have one sloop, another brig, another sloop. So we can use another brig. Keep it going. Building constructed. Government council. Can't take it any further. Look at that. I guess this is Michigan territory. The Michigan.
Funds are deducted from your treasury.
Demand surrender. Surrender refused.
To pay for the supplies and wages of your troops in the field. This is known as unit upkeep.
5th rate. See what a 5th rate is. Alright.
The siege is broken.
Congratulations, you successfully completed the mission. We have reaped the deserved rewards. Alright.
Your government will issue missions for you to undertake.
Do a 5th rate.
It
Alright.
can be useful to do them in order to learn various aspects of gameplay. Your first mission has arrived. To begin, simply click on the relevant message box on the left. Click on the missions button in the bottom right of the screen to view details of active missions.
Alright, shut up. Moving on. Alright. Oh, well, we took the fort without any, without much fanfare. France at war. Alright. Gonna move up. Hold the line. They can't cross into Canadian territory. Alright, so we're in upstate New York at this point. There, okay, yeah, there's Albany. It's Britain. Britain is allied, but we can continue the conquest further up into. Is that Fort Carillon, Iroquois territory? But it's the French control it. Come with Maine. Fort Niagara. This little lowly fort. And then we on to Fort Carillon. So army can't replenish, although you haven't really taken much damage. Alright. New recruitment. We have 2 5th rates, and let's see if we can what are even our objectives at this point? Capture Lewisburg, recruit unit 5th rate. No time limit, no time limit. Unlock chapter 3. Alright, get to Lewisburg, Arcadia. Hopefully, like, 6 ships will be enough.
When viewing user interface panels, you will notice a question mark button in their top left-hand corners. When defending your territory, it's important to know how far enemy army
Path
is
blocked.
from
What?
Click on an enemy army to see its zone of movement. It is possible to take a fort or city without risking a pitched battle.
Yeah, just continue to hold the siege.
Can throttle the fight out of the defenders by laying siege for several turns. This is time-consuming, but eventually hunger or an angry populace will force a surrender.
Alright, they can't explore over there. I guess the map's locked out that way. Alright, can't fix this up. Fifth rate's next turn. I guess they took more than just a few turns. Alright. Iroquois making moves.
Term used to represent the wealth of the population of a town, city, port, or resource. The level of town wealth is dictated by the income provided by buildings and taxation. Region wealth is essentially the right-click to move your fleet to any part of the highlighted area. Move the fleet to a coast and right-click on land to disembark any passengers. Alternatively, select the units or agents you wish to disembark and right-click on the shore.
They hide behind women's skirts.
They hide behind women's skirts. Alright, that's a decent line.
Government Details panel gathers together essential statistics and information. The Taxes tab allows adjustment of
Lowest public order of Virginia.
by theater basis. From here, AI
Plus
manages
4.
taxation and construction. Use the
They're at
arrow
plus 4 over
buttons
here.
on
Can
the
I
right
drop the exemption taxation?
Click on the button at the bottom of the
They're about
menu to
normal.
go straight to the region with the lowest public order. In most cases,
Resistance to
adjusting the
foreign
tax level
occupation.
should fix the problem.
Fading with each turn. Oh, fine. Just save it for one turn so I don't have anything popping off in my back. Nah, we don't need to do any more.
Concentrate the construction of military buildings within a single region.
Yeah, obviously.
To ensure the trade
Is there a way to change government form?
is used to display important information.
Constitutional monarchy. Is there a way to change that? Alright. End turn.
If left standing in the region of another, an army will automatically inflict damage to the surrounding countryside. This means destroying roads, farms, mines, ports, and natural resources through looting and pillage. This will eventually affect trade income and population growth if left unchecked.
Alright.
Ready for action. Weigh anchor.
Path blocked. Divide and conquer.
Country for home and for the prize.
Alright. Good. Yeah, naval combat I think usually is a pain in the ass.
Davy Jones awaits the scurvy dogs. We rule the waves.
Indeed we do.
You can attack a fleet belonging to another nation when it is within the
Oh, did we lose a ship throughout this?
right-click on a fleet to
The
engage.
2 5th rates, we're missing a sloop. Alright, let's get back up there and, I don't know, blockade Lewisburg. Meanwhile, that's going strong. Alright, next turn.
Enemy sail approaching.
Alright, let's fight this battle for the sake of having a battle. I just realized they have giant mortar cannons. Oh, let's form up. Alright. How do they want to do this? I guess they're trying to sally out. So let's form up a decent line. This way. Alright, we got the high ground over here. Cavalry. Go ahead and unlimber already. Have you hold that line. You further to the side. You also to the side. You on the flanks, and can the Rangers... They cannot deploy further afield. That is fine. That's Washington. You hold this line. There. Oh, there they go. Oh, yep, the fireworks are raging outside. Where's their field of fire end? They have free of... Oh, now they're firing. Over that way. Alright, guys, I'm gonna need you to actually form this line here. Where's their cannon? All the way over there. There's cavalry. They only have round shot. Armed citizenry. Armed citizenry. 15th Regiment Foot Marines. They have Marines? Marines. Marines. Get ready. Alright, give them some specific targets, and you get in there and harass these guys. They have encantonments. Can this thing shoot me? They can't hold shit. They have pikes? Are you kidding me? What is this retarded shit? I'm thinking back to Age of Empires 3, where in the initial missions that you get with the Knights of Malta, is that you don't have access to firearms units. Alright, so yeah, they are going directly after my weakest flank right here. Marines. Yep, chase them down. Who the heck? France. Enemy. Shit. Where'd they come from? Oh, they're hurting. Yep, pull back. You're too exposed. Charge in. Break them. Alright, we ran them pretty effectively. Okay. Charge. Cavalry on cavalry combat. Actually, no. Fuck that shit. Well, they're breaking pretty effectively. So... They've got their own Native American musketeers. Alright, you're gonna hold the middle line over here. Get there. All right, advance. Run. I'm enjoying this. I know I'm in Total Rome 2, but I've been playing Total War Rome 2 for a while, so it seems like a very decent change of pace. Oh, finally, they're making it over there. Get their cavalry down. End battle. Heroic victory. Huzzah! That was easy enough. Although the siege will continue. One more turn.
Simultaneously to quickly save the game from the campaign map. Press Ctrl L to quickly load the last save.
No, I'm not gonna do that, but man, that's a lost art in video games these days, ain't it? Can I set you to blockade or something? Region capital. Is this? And there's a fort over here that we're gonna have to siege. Army. Select replenish feature. I guess there's not much to replenish. Let's see here. Turn off tax policy.
You have just selected a piece belonging to another nation.
Okay then.
You cannot order it to do anything. Select one of your own in order to learn more about their abilities.
You ask too much.
All right.
As a unit fights and survives battles, it gains experience points that improve its ability
Oh,
to
something
deal
bad's
with
gonna happen there.
situations. Experience increases morale, so an experienced unit is less likely to break and run from battle when under stress and fatigue.
Impossible, sir.
Iroquois territory. Can I renegotiate with them, please? Military access indefinite.
Is a symbol of trust between two nations and can be granted for a limited or indefinite time using the checkboxes provided. Requests for access between allied nations are more likely to be approved.
What about over here? Is nah, things are fine for now. Got another unit, colonial militia holding down.
Sir. Where to, Captain?
I think that's probably the edge of the map. Yeah, so just hold out here while we inexorably move forward.
Written a letter of demands to your national leader as they are unhappy with the current government. Failure to comply will lead to an organized rebellion against you. Acquiescence at this stage could lead to further demands. Where exactly will you draw the line?
Can I not move through my own territory? Through British territory? Alright, get up there. Why you couldn't go up this way is beyond me, but you'll make it there next turn. Alright, we're not even taxing the place. What about over here? Can I tax this place now? Nah, see, leave it one more turn. Actually, no. Let's grind it out of them. Because resistance occupation is going to go down. Religious unrest, trade burden. Should be fine for right now, but at this point we are in Quebec, Quebecois territory. Fort Carillon. All right, next turn. Enemy fortress. We're getting attacked. Where am I attacking? You attacked a French fort. This one at Falmouth, Maine? No, this is British territory. Break siege.
Rioting has broken out in this region as the lower orders have become too unhappy. You must either appease the rioters by lowering taxes, or send in the troops to put them down. Whatever you do, act quickly before the riot becomes a rebellion.
Maneuvers complete. I cannot do that.
Why was I about to siege my own, my allied territory? I'm so confused. There seems to be some sort of glitch. Old game, old problems. And there we go. I forgot to repair. Sloop, brig, sloop, brig, sloop. Yes.
Armies that are not large enough to be effective could be destroyed if attacked by a superior force. Under those circumstances, it's prudent to merge them together. Select one and right-click on another to walk to and merge with it.
Oh. Alright. Are you holding down the fort over here? Yeah, close enough. Close enough for now. Alright. End turn. Yeah. Keep marching forward.
Occupying a port with an army prevents the enemy from trading through it and producing new ships. Note that a port cannot be besieged. Simply right-click on the target port and your army will walk straight in. If an enemy army is garrisoned there, you will have to fight them immediately.
Alright, noted, but to continue siege, they'll probably want to... It's better to force them to sally out, I think. Oh, hello.
Yes, Your Majesty. Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's return over here. Gather more ships so we can just have force of numbers on our side.
Although the age of
Oh, we just took it without much consternation.
Bigger and better organized navies, enemy shipping is still fair game in times of war. Right-click on a trade route to draw additional income from raiding their trade fleets.
There's a trade route? Where? Nah, not doing that. You just get back in there and group up with more ships. Huh. Alright, Oh, I have to individually select them? Are you kidding me? That's so annoying. You
You cannot promote an admiral at this time. Alright. Alright, wait for you to replenish. Let's replenish a little bit. What? It's just because the general is that blocks it out? Alright. End turn, and then we take Lewisburg, Arcadia. Okay, recruitment. Fuck it, no, I'm ending this. I want to move on.
Commands, siege. Settlement besieged.
Very good. And the Navy is ready, so let's get up and hunt that French fleet. Alright, fine. Take Lewisburg. Let's get this over with. End turn. Are they going to sally out or what?
Siege works underway. Ready and waiting. Enemy sails spotted. All hands on.
Oh, shit. They got a bunch of brigs. That's about it. Alright. Let's try it for the sake of having a naval battle. Toggle group formation. Crescent attack. What the heck? Oh, come on. Which way is the field of battle? This way? Forward. Sail. Oh wait, never mind. They're attacking this way. I did not pay attention. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is gonna go badly. What are we even doing? Oh, he's gonna get worn out real fast, ain't he? Whoa! Holy shit, we must have hit something. (23 of 26 cannons. This is my 14 of 18 cannons. Alright, a little bit faster. Oh, this is just an absolute clusterfuck, ain't it? They're just circling around us at this point. We're gonna get completely boxed in. Oh, somebody's gonna break now. I don't even know what's going on anymore. The fuck, they're shooting our own guys. Wow, I bungled this, didn't I? Alright, whatever. The campaign ends with us taking Lewisburg or whatever. Yes, again, music very John Williams-esque. I guess the music is getting themed right for me sucking right now. They're breaking. I fucked this up royally, didn't I? Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. You actually have to turn to fight, guys. You know, turn your side. Like, I know it's not ideal, but you should just be turning and firing at this point. There we go. Okay. Fireworks are raging outside right now. Alright. Oh, somebody else showed up. Is this the 5th rate? No, it's a sloop. Alright, yep, nope, we're breaking. Fight to the last man. Britannia rolled their waves. Well, I guess we're not Britain specifically at this point. Alright. Close defeat. Alright, at least it was close. Now we have one ship left. I guess France is good. Oh. I'm not gonna fight that one. Alright, I can't retreat. Alright, we're gone. There goes my entire fleet. Alright, they're selling out. I think we can handle this. This should be easy enough. Alright, so this is gonna come straight out at us, aren't they? Alright, so line infantry. Move the fuck out of the way. Alright, you guys hold center stage here. Have the cannon batteries up here and maybe one off to the other side over here. Deployable defenses. All right. Have an Air American Warriors over here. My skirmishers go wide of field over here. You will protect that. All right. Da da da. Stand by over here. Of course, Washington, hold the line. Oh, they're coming from that far afield? Fuck. Well, they'll have a nice kill box zone up here. Actually, wait. I don't want you actually getting hit. So just be ready to hold position. Line infantry. Yep. You go up and take that warehouse. You unlimber. All right, well. All right, let's speed this up to get to the action. Can only one of them go in there? Oof. It's a bit broken down, ain't it? Fire on the big cluster of troops. Alright, looks like all units can filter in here. I guess because okay, good. We routed them. Move. Oh, they're gonna get overwhelmed in there. Oh, this is gonna turn into a shit show, ain't it? Are you guys holding up in there? Combat even. Alright. Oh, get up there and help them, god damn it. Got more cav and they got the cannons out over there. Combat winning. Alright, good to hear. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to get up in here somehow, eventually. General's bodyguard. Can't reach over there just yet. I locked them down in too hard a position. Alright, move up and help them. Let's limber up and let's try and break down another Wait, can they hit that from here? Or are they maneuvering into that position? Let's get in there, boys. Help them out. Help out the skirmishers. Oh, they are hurt. Oh, they're hurting. Morale's high, but they are hurting. Get into columns. Not now. Actually, let's move up this way. Where's the other cav? Get in there and run people down. Move out. Oh, shit. Get over there. Save the cavalry. Or save the artillery. Shit. Get over there and take out those fucking cannons. Run. Run, you lazy natives. let's just get up in there. Where's the other cavalry at this point? We lost a near. You guys just retreat. You maneuver up there. Let's move in for the kill. Let's end this. Yeah, take out those cannons. I got this shooting. Alright. Oh, they're running uphill. That's why it's such a struggle. There we go. Caught in the middle of loading. You're dead. I'd love the sound, like the sound effect of them marching. For some reason, it sounds better than in Rome 2. I don't know why. All right, let's see how the AI manages going through this. Oh, they're gonna filter in one at a time in a line. Oh no, they can go in a large enough group. Come on. Go. Damn, what place is even open right now? I think I might want to end it. How have I streamed for? I haven't streamed for 3 hours. Sorry I didn't get all the way through this up to actually the American Revolutionary War, but I guess that's how it works. Is Five Guys open yet? Because I want a decent burger. Wow. My internet just sucks right now for some reason. So Five Guys right next to me. Yeah, they close at 10, so kind of cut it at this point. What should I do? Alright, end battle. Heroic victory.
Faith is being lost in your ability.
Unlock chapter 3.
Every time the lists panel gathers together useful information about this
Fleets. Alright, yes, this is something I remember from. Oh, we also have agents here.
and current status. It can be sorted by each of those headings.
Episode 2. Unlock chapter 3. Fleet destroyed. Yep, I noticed that. Objectives. No. Capture Quebec City. Where? All the way over there? Are you kidding me? Alright, oh, hello, screen. You spoke up like about 8 minutes ago. I guess you're not in here. Alright, I'm gonna call it for a stream right now. I'm gonna go out and find some level of sustenance. Or, I'm just gonna finish off the chili noodles I made last night, instead of continuing the 7 Years' War. So, happy 4th of July to all my fellow Americans. If you're seeing me on Twitter, come follow me on, let me just, save game and exit to Windows. Come do follow me on, wow, not this game. Let's see here. Let's you're on Twitter, come follow me here on YouTube. Or, in any case, come and follow me on Twitter. I mean on Twitch. Oh god, wait, you're seeing me here. Nah, go to the channel. Oh crap. Come follow me here. Come follow me on YouTube. It'll be a jolly grand time in the future. And with that, wish you all good night, good luck, happy 4th of July. See y'all next time, which will probably be tomorrow evening.